we are joined together by three of the most inspiring YouTubers from the Philippines who are very much willing to share their experiences with you guys. That we actually have different programs, school programs. Rachel took 1 year program, I took 2 year program, MC took 2 year fast track program, and Jason took 1+1 plus co-op. So we want to share with you our experiences with different programs.
Or I took a 1 year program, and it was Communication Design Essentials at BCIT. This program, Communication Design Essentials, offers a mix of business communication and graphic design morphed into one. And I get questioned about this a lot because the program I studied is far from my education back in the Philippines. I took up industrial engineering back at UANP, or University of Asian Pacific. During the program, my program application to BCIT, I explained that my main goal of pursuing graphic design is to complement my love for collecting and organizing information, which is what I mostly learned from engineering. And I wanted to complement that with creating visually appealing content that captivates a targeted audience. All of the things that we learned were pretty, like, it was a full course, right? And it felt pretty heavy because it is graphic design, but it didn't feel compressed. But I felt that I learned a lot more going through that process in a span of a year. But in terms of immigration purposes, there are a lot of challenges. I was able to work 1 year after I graduated, right? And then I was able to fulfill my 1 year full-time work experience. But even then, because express entry is such a rigid points-based system, it took me much longer to get invited for PR. And at that point, all I had to do was wait for the scores to drop because I lost status. Like, now I'm remaining here in Canada as a visitor. And although I lodged in my PR application, I can't work, I can't study, basically waiting in limbo. So for those that are planning to pursue the 1 year program, do proceed with caution, because doing that pathway, there are no room for mistakes, and you really have to act.
For me, I took just the normal speed 2 year program. So I started fall 2017, and that's the first semester. And then after that, second semester is winter, so January to March. And then after that, I had 4 months of summer. I was able to work full time. So during that time, so the beauty of 2 year program, you have that sandwich summer where you have 4 months of you will be able to work full time, so that you can, in my case, I was able to save up for the third semester. So that's the beauty of the 2 year program. It's a normal speed. And then September, we're back to school for third semester. And then January or fourth semester, and we finished the program at around May, so end of April. So basically, I think most commonly international students take 2 year program. That's what I see all the time. Basically, I think because of the 3 year PGWP after studying the program. If you study like 1 year, you'll get 1 year. If you study for 2 years, you get 3 years. So you got bonus 1 year program, right? A 1 year PGWP, which is the work permit, right? So in that process, like Rachel is saying, if you have a 3 year PGWP, you'll have enough time to process, get the work experience for your permanent residency. So basically, that's my thinking. That's why I proceed with the 2 year program. And in terms of the curriculum of the chemical laboratory technology that I took, it's just nice for me, because I don't want to study another degree. I already have a degree, and I don't want to and I don't want 1 year program because I might not have enough points because I'm not really very young. So my CRS score is not high enough for 1 year program. So that's why I took 2 year program. It worked well for me. I didn't have to use all of the 3 years for PGWP, but I wouldn't have known that I will be invited, right? So that's just a bonus. So I didn't risk taking 1 year program because I know I'll be invited. That's actually not in the plan. So it just worked on my favor in that sense.
So I was like searching for the schools back in December 2016. So I'm starting to looking for school provinces, and at first I was looking to go to Quebec. I was like, okay, maybe I'll go to Quebec because it's easy to immigrate during that time. And then the only struggle with Quebec is that they have completely different immigration rules, and then you have to learn how to speak French. So it's easy to immigrate, but then the one of the major requirement would be you have to speak the French, right? I think the level that they need is B2, which I tried. So I tried to practice using a Duolingo app, but then I said, no, I'm not gonna do this. I can't learn French like that fast, right? So now I searched for another school, and then I found Nova Scotia. I said it's easy to immigrate in Nova Scotia, and then I found NSCC because you don't have any option when it comes to community college. It's only NSCC. That's it. And then
Yeah.
the only downside in Atlantic, the program always starts on September. So now I like during that time I already missed the admission for September. So now I have to take the January intake. And the only January intake during that time was like business administration. I was like, okay, this is my only option. So now, okay, I'm gonna take business administration. But as you know, guys, that I finished business administration accounting, right? But at first, when I submitted my application, my concentration was business administration in software information management. I took that concentration because that is related to my job. I work in a digital company. I said this is going to fit me, so it's easy for me to explain it on my study plan. So, but then when I was like doing my fast track, I started on January 2018. Okay, January 2018. I finished my first year in April 2018. Am I correct? Yeah. So that's like the first year. I know the first semester. And then the second semester of my first year started in April till June 15. So the fast track program, it's very stressful, to be honest. So I only have June 15 till end of August to have that summer break. So I have less summer break. So if you're looking at fast track program and then you're going to rely on your summer break to pay for your second year, it's not gonna work. So I started my second year
Mm.
September to May. So that's like overall 16 months. But yeah, so the only downside on my program is going to be stressful. And then you need to have that money. You need to have that fund right away. So, and then I changed my concentration. Before I I changed it in June 15. I said, I'm not going to take this software information management. I'm going to take accounting. So you have the option to change your concentration if you're going to take the business administration program. So that's with NECC. I'm not pretty sure with other schools. Yeah. So that's about my program.
I see. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, MC. Yeah. So as what she said, the fast track program is not very ideal if you want to save up for your next semester's tuition fee. That's what ring the bell because I'm so thankful with the summer job, with the summer
Yes.
time during my program because I was able to work full time. You can even work more than full time, like maybe get another part time so you can save up, right? So that's like
Yeah.
yeah, I think but if you take 2 year program, fast track, then you'll finish fast, right? So if you don't have problem with
Yes.
money, why not take fast track? Right?
Actually, I have I think there's a good side as well
Yeah,
because if you're going to finish right away, you get a full-time job right away. Your rate is not going to be like the same as a student, right? You
yeah.
can ask for more. You can bargain now because you have your diploma.
Hmm.
So,
That's
yeah.
right. And it's good for example, if you're catching up with age and you want to finish as fast as you
Yes, yes.
can, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Like because the every year you're gonna have 5 points deduction for your CRS score. So
Mhm.
if
It's
that's
true.
something that you're looking at, then you might as well take a look at fast track programs, right?
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
going to get 3 years post graduation work permit as long as each program as like for me it's different. It's total of 4 semesters, so that's why
Okay.
I got 3 years
So that's
post
equivalent to yeah. So that's still
2 year
3 years.
program.
Yeah, yeah. 3 years
Yeah.
PGWP. That's good to know.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's move on to Jason, who took 1 year plus 1 year plus co-op, which is very interesting actually.
That's
Let us hear from
complicated.
Jason. Yeah.
All right, so yes. So I took two programs. Each program has 1 year. So my first program was the Global Hospitality Management. So for this program, there are 3 semesters. 2 semesters are academic. It means to say in a classroom setup, and then 1 semester is co-op. So if you say co-op, it is actually cooperative education. So meaning it is a combination of classroom-based education with practical work experience. So practical work experience meaning it's like an internship. So the good thing about this program, the co-op program, is that I was able to look for a job which was actually paid as well. But take note that co-op program semester is actually included in my term or in my program. So even if I was having my internship, I was paid as well with my co-op. So my second program was Global Business Management, and it also has 2 academic semesters. So the total semesters that I attended was 4 semesters instead of 5 semesters. Like what I mentioned, 3 for the global hospitality and 2 for the global business management. But the thing is, I just took all of my programs for 4 semesters instead of 5. Really important to strategize, especially if you are looking for a program, because when I was doing my co-op, like Melanie said earlier, I had my full time, which is the co-op, and also I looked for a part-time job because you can also work more than 20 hours aside from your co-op as well. And that time, I was like working so hard because I really needed to earn for me to pay for my next semester. So and luckily I was able to gather the amount of my next semester. So it's really important for me to get it's also like an option for you to earn money so that you can also use it for your next semester as well, or even in your expenses during here in Canada as an international student.
Yeah, that's so smart, Jason. It
Mhm.
looks like very,
Oh,
very well planned.
I want to add something. So I just want to like differentiate the co-op and the placement because I had the placement. So I in part of my program I had like a 1 month placement, but that is not paid. So I think the difference between co-op and the placement is not paid and co-op is paid. So yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Good to know.
Actually, I think every school have different co-op programs because in my in chemical lab tech we also have co-op program, but I didn't avail it because it's gonna extend my my course to 3 years. So I'll study for 2 years. I'll have co-op for 1 year. Yes, I will be paid during the 1 year, but it's gonna extend my study and it's gonna extend my PR application, which is not in favor for me because the age I'm not getting any younger. So I think if you really want to go co-op, just like Jason here, you have to make sure you check with your international center how does it work, because sometimes co-op, if it's mandatory, yes, you can take it, but if it's optional, you cannot take it. Schools have different requirements or different rules regarding that co-op, but it's a very good opportunity for you to put your foot in the door, right? To step into the company, for you to be known in the company, and maybe after school they can hire you, right? There's a very good possibility, just like what happened to Jason, right?
And in addition
So
to that, regarding co-op, during my global hospitality, I knew someone that she had her co-op in a company, but it wasn't paid. So the thing was is that it really depends on the program. It really depends on the company that you will go as well. So if you have a co-op program, as early as possible, look for a company. It's up to you. If you will be looking for a company that gives you opportunity that you will be paid. So of course, we really prefer to get paid co-op, but make sure that you were also informed that not all co-op companies can pay you as well.